I'm excited to be doing this episode. Growing up, I was a freak for Where's Waldo. Look, I even have my same books from when I was a kid. Oh sure, I found Waldo in these decades ago, but I still go back and look through these books. Because not only are they endlessly creative, you can find new things in them all the time, and they're seriously funny. Haha, that guy's about to get wet. Oops, sucks to be that guy. What the hell is going on here? If you were to take a snapshot of a moment in time, 10 seconds after these scenes, the illustrations would be a bloody, disturbing mess. I remember dressing up like Waldo for Halloween, and yes, my parents did get me the NES game for my birthday that year. And let's just say that it looked different than I thought it would. I guess I can convince myself this is alright. No, just stick with the Super NES version. My dad and I also had this jigsaw puzzle. I had my first celebratory drink after finishing this. Where's Waldo is a British series of books created by Martin Handford, first published in 1987, where it's called Where's Wally elsewhere, but Waldo here in North America. To keep the Waldo excitement going, in 1991 we got a Saturday morning CBS Kids animated series that ran for one season. The show was also created by Handford, plus Rowby Gorin, a writer on Laugh-In, Ghostbusters, Garbage Pail Kids, The Berenstain Bears, and more. It featured Waldo, voiced by Townsend Coleman of The Tick and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, his dog Wolf, his friend Wenda, and Wizard Whitebeard, voiced by Brad Garrett, who would all travel to various worlds directly from the books. There were episodes that featured the land of the unfriendly giants, the land of the carpet flyers, and the future from Find Waldo Now. The pilot episode has our heroes traveling to the land of the nasty nasties in an episode titled My Left Fang. We kids in 91 loved a good My Left Foot reference. And despite the show officially having a VHS release, the most widely available copies don't exactly have the best audio and visual quality. Let's look at the opening credit sequence. Oh, found Wenda. That works, she's not in the rest of the episode. Anyway, on with the theme. Hit it. Even before this premiered, I figured it would have opened with a Because of the name difference, depending on what country you're in, two voice tracks were recorded with the same actors, but one referring to him as Wally and one as Waldo. Which version do we have here?
Where's Wally?
Where's Wally?
Ah, Wally, okay. However, the villain is still named Oddlaw, which is Waldo spelled backwards. Oh, I found him, by the way. The series is gonna have to try way harder than that. The show also had a sarcastic narrator, which makes my job easy, and he's voiced by Jim Cummings.
There's Wally's house. Let's see what he's up to. Whoops. Sorry, wrong house.
It's easy to be a peeping Tom in a world where we can just hide anywhere. Oddlaw's drive is that he definitely wants the magic walking stick powered by Wizard Whitebeard. When he's also peeping through the windows, land of the horny bastards. And something about Brad Garrett's voice seems familiar.
I'll tell you, listen to your wizened wizard's words.
Ah, thank you, Wizard Rodney Dangerfield. Their mission here is to find a bat named Fang who is a vampire that wants to be human. We got nothing else to do.
Come, Wolf, a wondrous wild adventure awaits without.
Except for Wolf, I think he wants to hang back and watch the Back to the Future animated series. Or he's upset by these jokes.
Hey, it's either the land of the nasty nasties or Cleveland on a really good day.
And then the ratings plummeted in Cleveland. Burn! Much like the books, the show also gives you other things to look for in the series. In this episode, they tell us to keep an eye out for a baseball bat, a prisoner with long arms, and a ghost with a polka dot hat. I can't look for that stuff. I'm trying to pay attention to the plot. Obviously, they're off to the land of the Chiller NES game. Oh, there's the baseball bat. Never mind, that was easy enough. They also find Fang, the vampire bat who wants to be human, and also to hitch a ride. But unfortunately, they all died. Where's Waldo? He's in a casket. He's fine, and so is the narrator with these quips.
He could be the fabled Fang of Whitebeard's mystery.
Or he could be a bat with a rotten orthodontist.
Thanks, Jim. Waldo assures Fang that they're here to help. They would bring in Wizard Whitebeard, but he's also sending another boy and his dog off to historical lands. The cure for vampirism resides in Dracula's castle, which I think people are immortal here anyway. Oddlaw survived a hell of a fall off a cliff. Plus, who would want to leave here? There's random hot vampire ladies nearby.
I've got clues for use.
Yeah, I bet she keeps them in her clues closet. Yeah.
Jim's still working off that morning wood. Waldo hasn't even gone missing yet, and already he's being insensitive to the vampires.
Mama Waldolini spaghetti with extra garlic.
Waldo loves rubbing poison in people's faces, just like the time he went to the land of the lactose-intolerant leprechauns and chugged a whole bottle of green milk. Also, where'd he get that spaghetti? Was he carrying that around with him this whole time just in case he needed to make that joke? I think Oddlaw's given up and has just decided to hunt Bugs Bunny at Witch Hazel's. So long as Oddlaw's still in the show.
Throw in that pocket lint, and you got a deal.
Joke's on her. It was used, pocket lint.
Because he may be the funniest one here. Their adventure's gonna take a dangerous turn as they break into Richard Straker's house, but on the plus side, found the ghost with the polka dot hat. I like the common theme, too, that Waldo seems completely oblivious to Oddlaw existing, let alone following him. They're in the midst of a scavenger hunt to find all the items needed to turn Fang. Who knew Waldo would have so much searching and clues and hidden entryways?
You might say our hero has reached a dead end.
Well, he seems happy about it. Even if he's being hauled off to a dungeon, here's where the finding Waldo aspect comes in. Sometimes, in a case like this, Waldo would go missing in the show, and we'd have to pause to find him. And at other times, he'd just randomly disappear like a dick. We've got shit to do, Waldo! A 30-second timer would be placed on screen, and once the time is up and the narrator's done with the jokes, not only do we zoom in to find Waldo, but also look, there's the prisoner with the long arms. That was way easier than the puzzle. Oddlaw has it worse. They're taking him to a torture chamber? We don't like people doing Harvey Korman impressions around here. I think this is gonna turn into the chiller game.
Whoops, sorry.
Wow, his organs are everywhere. Apparently, they crushed him like a can. They're not even done yet. They still keep torturing him, while all Waldo has to do is just pick a door. It may have Pennywise on the other side, but we'll definitely have our narrator still doing a Paul Lynde. Okay, so they found the casket, which has the scroll, which has a list of other things that they need to cure Fang.
It's about time.
Jim's had enough. He just wants to watch whatever is on next, which he also probably has a voice in. But back to the mystery.
Don't be fooled by that finger in his ear. Wally's thinking.
Damn, I was fooled. I bet he takes the scroll and then leaves.
And so Wally sent out a batch of Battleground party invitations to all the goblins in town.
Oh, that was my second guess. This is where it does become the Nasty Nasties illustration from the Great Waldo Search, with the monsters having a big party. And what a party! I know whose mansion this is.
No scroll here, just last month's copy of Playghoul magazine.
A little Playboy humor for the kids on a Saturday morning. The narrator is gonna need that scroll and some privacy. It's like every single thing in this land is trying to kill all of them. But they only need one more thing to make Fang human.
So, you say you want warts? Well, you've come to the right place.
Excellent. Genital warts will cure him. Should have seen that coming. I would have predicted that before him getting turned into a frog.
As fate would have it, along the sidewalk sauntered a beautiful princess.
Oh, wow.
Something tells me they've lost the plot. Obviously, he must be turned into a frog so a princess can come in and kiss him and then turn him into a nerd. Ew.
And so, the beautiful princess's kiss turned the ugly frog into a nerd. But what a price to pay.
The narrator also added,
Nerd!
typically there's around 2 times in an episode that Waldo goes missing. In this one, it puts the second puzzle at the very end.
Oh, how can I ever thank Wally? Wally? Where's Wally?
See what I mean? He just disappeared for no reason other than to be a dick. In some other episodes, you'd also have to find Wolf and Wenda if she's there. But it's only Waldo in this one since we only have a little bit of time left. He's right there. And in later episodes, they'd make the puzzles a little easier. Not this easy, but easier. That's the end, by the way. Now Wolf can take his nap. The Where's Waldo animated series was a treat for Waldo fans in that it definitely counted on you being fans of the book series with its numerous references and attempts to emulate the books. Sadly, the show only lasted for 13 episodes and was canceled due to greatly losing in the ratings to Saved by the Bell, which was on opposite. However, a new Where's Waldo animated series debuted in 2019 from DreamWorks Animation, and it seems like for 20 years there's been on-again, off-again talks of a live-action film version. If you want to see Waldo in the real world, go to any Comic-Con. You'll find Waldo somewhere. Subscribe to our channel today at youtube.com/StoneGremlinProductions. Click the notification bell and follow us on Twitter at The Cinema Snob. Plus check out the week's other DVD hell on the James Bond Jr. animated series. See you next time.